Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to another Let's Build a Downtown. Today, I built a restaurant. In the mall, well, not in the mall, on the edge of the mall. You can access it from the inside or from the street, and this is a fancier restaurant, I would say. It's not super fancy, like, you know how chefs open up restaurants and do all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, it's not a McDonald's that goes in the food court. This is not the food court. And also, the food court is probably going to be on the third floor of the mall. I was just thinking about how big this mall is going to be. Here in a few episodes, you'll be able to see the overall layout of the entire mall. So right now I was kind of experimenting with an entrance. I used, I believe, was it dark oak logs for the edge of the restaurant outside and also on the inside. I really liked the way it looked. Kind of a darker theme, makes it fancier. And then in the front I was kind of experimenting with a carpet look. Restaurants sometimes have carpet laid out, specifically red carpet, to symbolize fanciness, and it is lagging really bad. I'm not sure why. To symbolize fanciness and rich, that kind of stuff. So I kind of experimented with that, but eventually I just completely scrapped that and went with, well, I won't tell you yet, you'll see. So I filled in the walls along the mall entrance, and I would end up with 4 entrances to this mall. One on each side of the street block. And then I kind of experimented with the fill command, and I actually did have a little bit of success, but you'll see later on in the video that it didn't work out that great. But I got all confident at first, so I started using it a ton, but definitely not going to use it for everything. So I decided to go with spruce planks inside the restaurant. Because it was dark, but it wasn't too dark. I didn't want the whole restaurant to be pitch black inside. So this restaurant would have, well, technically 3 entrances, but really 2. That section that I'm basically facing, there would be doors on each side, and then I would have a mall entrance right where I just was. So there'd be a door on either side of that little cutout there. And then this restaurant would kind of be divided into sections. I would have a bar right back here in this area. Can't really see where I was, but that's where it would be. And then I would have the kitchen and some bathrooms in the middle. This is where I started using the fill command, so I'm just going to talk. I had some bathrooms in the kitchen in the middle, and then I had mostly booths along the walls, and then I had 4 large tables and 2, no, way more, like maybe 10, no, not that many, 7 small tables, and then a bunch of booths. Alright, so this is where it kind of failed. Not here. No, hold on. I'm talking about the fill command. So when I did the sidewalk for this side, I went right there, or right there, because it seemed to be like filling in corners inside. And then I get down here, it puts the Y at 27, even though I'm standing in that hole. And it messed the entire thing up. So I had to go back, change that to air, And then I changed that 27 to 26. I forgot to change the air back, so. And then I had to go back and refill in all of that. And you can see that red carpet and how it would lead to either entrance on each side. So I started marking out the layout inside, and this isn't what I decided to go with at first. I wanted a corner entrance inside of the mall, and because that kitchen, that was the kitchen, was on the corner to the street, I wanted to put windows all along there, so I moved the kitchen to the center of the restaurant. Not the dead center, but up against that wall. See, I didn't like how it just kind of, well, cut off right there, and then it would be a solid wall. And I didn't really want that. I had a lot of trouble lining up these windows, but eventually I got something that worked out. So I went with 3 block wide windows with just a 2 wide pillar in the middle. So here I am moving the kitchen to the middle. I actually had the bathrooms going down a hallway, which you'll see here in a minute. I was going to do them like that, but the thing is, I didn't really have anywhere for the bar, and I didn't want the bar seats to be right next to the bathroom doors. So I made a hallway that was 2 blocks wide. 1 block is too crammed, 3 just didn't fit very well, and that is a lot of lag. Alright, that's better, I think. So this would be the office, because in a restaurant you still have to have an office even though it's small. You have to have somewhere for the manager to be when he's not out and about. And I honestly don't know what's going on with this lag. So I'm, well, I would say filling in, but that's not true. I'm marking out a spot for the corner entrance. And then I put a window in that little gap. And then back in this area is where the bar would be. Right in front of me. So I had a lot of trouble with the windows at first. I had all of the wood going up in the same direction, and it just didn't look very good. So I kind of had a contest with a bunch of different designs. It was just me, obviously. But I marked out a few designs. Right now I'm just filling in the upper edge. But I marked out a few designs, ones with variants of glass blocks and glass panes. I believe I went with a dark gray pane for the restaurant. And then you can see me here filling in the concrete. But again, I did not like that. It looked terrible. So I got rid of that. I thought about doing just a carpet that goes across, and then yeah. None of it worked. So here's what I did instead. Well, I tried all carpet, that didn't work either. Here's what I did instead. I went into the inventory and grabbed some cut sandstone. I don't know why they called it that. I think it used to be chiseled. No, maybe it was. No, it was smooth sandstone. But that's different now. And I really liked the way that looked, so I kept it. And I did not want to go with this. It looked horrible. The windows were way too tall, and I think that the blocks just didn't work. So I put the wood going across, and I really like that, so that's what I went with. But then I had to decide between glass blocks, glass panes, so I took out some of each and then made every combination. So I had panes at the bottom, glass at the top, and then vice versa, all glass blocks, all glass panes. And the winner was, you guessed it, all glass panes. Took me a while to decide. That's just me checking on the time. But I did finally decide the glass panes were definitely the right decision. And then it still needed more because all of that wood was still going up except for that beam going across. So I added a lot more actually, now that I look back. It's really hard to explain, so you just kind of have to look for yourself. I have a bunch of variants of sideways and coming out towards you, and just all around designs, and it looked really nice. It worked out really well. I did that throughout the entire restaurant. And the design would actually reverse on the side in order to keep it from looking super strange when I go to, or when you're looking at it from the street corner, and you'll see what I mean here in a minute. So the way that came out, that worked out, but if I had those going across, it would need to be opposite. See how that works? So I put in all of those, and then I did those in the opposite spots this time. And it still worked out really well. It didn't look any better or any worse. Well, I think this video is going to be wrapping up soon, so guys, if you did enjoy this video, and you do want to see more just like these, please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps me out when you like it, and consider subscribing so you don't miss out on these videos, and let me know in the comments if you have any ideas or suggestions for me for this series, or if there's just anything in general that you want to see. I'll try my best to do that for you guys. But, anyway, that's pretty much it. Well, oh, no, it's not. The resource pack is Flows HD. I'm playing on a super flat world with the dirt level at 25 blocks deep. You can contact me at, I did finally change it, ContactOptimisticGamer at gmail.com. There's no in there. ContactOptimisticGamer@gmail.com. And my website is optimisticgamer.weebly.com, and you can check me out on Twitter at optimisticgmr. Now that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm just going to let this finish up, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.